Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Well. After his ex-wife Melinda Gates was grilled about her association with career pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Gates now has his turn. It is now time to face the music. Bill fielded questions about his association, his close friendship, his matchmaker, friend, Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, fam. All right, now remember, Bill Gates is in the Epstein files. Yeah, according to Jeffrey Epstein, Bill came to him and asked for some antibiotics to give to his wife. And he said it like this. Yo, Jeff, say, man, I'm burning, man. You got some antibiotics, man, so I can get a Melinda. I think these Russian girls, they gave me some, man. I'm burning. Yeah, fam. Bill Gates allegedly was burning. Ball caught up. Yeah. So Epstein allegedly hooked him up. So check out this article according to ABC News. I was foolish. Bill Gates denies wrongdoing. Latest release of Epstein files. Now, listen, fam. So everybody is distancing themselves. I'm talking about the people who say that they was absolute closest to him. The only person who didn't try to act like they didn't have a real relationship with him was Ghislaine Maxwell. And even she played the victim and act like it was all on Jeffrey Epstein. Now, just for the record, ain't no love lost between me and Jeffrey Epstein. I don't like the dude at all. Can't stand looking at him. But he shouldn't be the only one being held accountable for what went down on that island. According to ABC News, Microsoft founder Bill Gates is speaking out publicly for the first time since the latest release by the Department of Justice of nearly 3 million pages of documents related to Jeffrey Epstein, saying he was foolish to spend time with the late convicted sex predator. In an interview with 9 News Australia, Gates denied any wrongdoing involving Epstein, including unfounded allegations made against the tech billionaire and draft emails Epstein wrote in 2013 that were included in the latest tranche of documents released by the DOJ on Friday. Apparently, Jeffrey wrote an email to himself. That email was never sent. The email is false, Gates said in the interview, conducted in Australia and broadcast on Wednesday. So I don't know what his thinking was there. It just reminds me that every minute I spent with him, I regret. I apologize. I did that. You sure about that? Because if you look at that picture right now of him that's on the screen, it looks like Bill just got a text message and somebody told him that those files was coming out and he's in them. Yeah. Look at that look. Like, gosh, what the I did it. What did I do? What do they have? What pictures they're going to show? What part of it? Gates 70 spoke out after his ex-wife, Melinda French Gates, said in an interview with NPR's Wildcard podcast, set to air on Thursday, that Bill Gates and other wealthy men named in the Epstein files should answer questions about their association with him. Whatever questions remain there, those questions are for those people and for even my ex-husband. They need to answer those things, not me, French Gates said in an excerpt of the interview released by NPR. Look at Melinda. She worried, but why does she look like the devil? If like the devil was a woman, that looks like she could play the devil, man. Look at her. Hold on, let me just bring her in some, y'all. Look at this. Yeah. Come look at this. What my boy said, I can't remember his name on Instagram. He like, come look at this. Look at this now. Look at this. Yeah. Speedy recovered too, man. I can't remember his name, but Speedy recovered, bro. Her bro is battling cancer. Okay, moving on. French Gates, who finalized her divorce from Bill Gates in 2021, said the details in the latest tranche of files made public brought back memories of some very, very painful times in her marriage. She has previously said that her ex-husband's association with Epstein was one factor of many that led to her to seek their divorce. Okay, it was one factor of many. Okay. I don't believe her. I think that whatever Bill Gates is, he's always been, at least for a long time. Men don't stay married to women for 29 years or 28 years, whatever that number was, and have their freaky side suppressed. They don't stay, not that long. Not their main woman, not their wife. No, that don't happen. So I do believe whatever he was into, she knew. And perhaps like what happens most of the time when these freaky people start doing freaky things and inviting people into their bedroom and swinging and all that kind of stuff, somebody gets jealous. Yeah. So in the interview with 9 News Australia, Gates said he first met Epstein in 2011, which was after Epstein's 2008 conviction in Florida for soliciting prostitution from a minor. So Bill Gates knew who Jeffrey Epstein was. The only reason why he's apologizing now is because he got caught up in those files. He knew exactly who Epstein was, and he still befriended him 3 years later after he was convicted of messing with a minor. Gates said he thought Epstein could introduce him to other wealthy people who might donate to the Gates Foundation, which has donated billions of dollars globally to improve health, alleviate extreme poverty, and advance gender equality, according to its website. According to its website. That is the operative phrase there, according to its website. All right. You see how he sold his soul for a Tootsie Roll? You see how he did that? So what he's basically saying is, yeah, I knew he got busted for messing with a minor, but I thought he could help me out financially. So, I befriended him. I got cool with him. And that's what we see right now in society. We see that everywhere we look, fam. People compromising their integrity to get next to the bag. They're trying to get the bag and they'll do anything for the money. Anything for money. Yeah, that's the type of society we live in. Look at this devil. By his own admission, he is the devil. He actually said he's not the devil, but he has a mirror, which means that he can associate, he can relate to the devil. It's factually true that I was only at dinners. This is Gates still talking. I never went to the island. I never met any women. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay. We was born in the morning, but not this morning. The focus was always, he knew a lot of very rich people, and he was always saying he could get them to give money to the global health. In retrospect, that was a dead end, and I was foolish to spend time with him. I was one of many people who regret ever knowing him. I'm sure you do regret ever knowing him after y'all get caught up. You didn't regret knowing him before those files came out. Why not go ahead on and speak on it before the files came out, Billy? You ain't said nothing, Billy. Come on, man. If you want us to believe you're sincere, why not be proactive about it? I mean, I think that would have been a good PR move. Even if you was guilty, go ahead on and be proactive instead of reactive. Go ahead and get in front of the 8 ball and say, hey, man, I knew Epstein. I mean, just casually mention it, like be doing an interview or something, and just casually mention it and say, man, but I never seen any of that stuff happening or whatever. And just boom. And then when they do come out, it's like, we already heard that before. But nah, he was hoping that his name didn't get mentioned. And another thing too, he couldn't say that because just in case his name did get mentioned, he wants to make sure that he don't have to try to figure out the next lie. Because ain't no telling how many more times his name is in that file. We only know about the STD. What else is in that file, Bill? Inquiring minds want to know. You got some explaining to do, man. You need to let us know what the hell going on, man. Let me put him on the screen, man, because he trying to hide. Where is it? There you go. Get your ass over here. Yeah, right there. Bill Gates. I never trusted him. I never trusted him. He knew what time it was, fam. He knew exactly what time it was. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. All of them knew what time it was. You don't go to a private island. You don't hop on no private plane and not know what to expect. You don't do all of that. These are people with means. Most of the people that went out there, if it wasn't, besides the girls, were very wealthy people, people with means. So they got stuff to do. You can't waste their time. So if they're going to hop on a private plane and go to a private island, they got to know what they're getting into. They got to know what that's about. They're going to know what that's about. They're going to know what to expect because other people who's already been to the island is going to tell them what to expect. Jeffrey Epstein has to be rolling over in his grave. Now he went to hell, so did he burn? How does that go? If you die, if you burn, do you burn in hell and ain't nothing left, so you can't roll over in your grave? Oh, that's just a figure of speech. Okay, all right, okay, yeah, figure of speech. But anyway, he has to be rolling over in his grave with all of these people that he spent so much close time with turning on him. Ain't that something? And just think, all that time, he was worried about black folks. No more talk.